Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Rotten Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Scorpio, this is your reason and it is your season. Period. We are definitely going to take that card. That was unreal wild how that just popped out, and it's almost like it came out as excitement, because right after I got done saying that, and you see how my hand is still clenched and everything, it came right from the middle. That was so weird. So that'll be your first card to start your reading. But I was going to say, my pre-intuition things for your reading was, I don't know why I'm seeing cotton candy. That could be significant for somebody. You could like to eat it. You could be having it for your birthday season. And I'm not even going to lie. I recently just got, like when you go to a little birthday dinner celebration, sometimes they have like a piece of cotton candy on the birthday display that they give you. I literally just got that for my birthday, so I don't know if that's of significance. Somebody could have went out to eat and that came on your little birthday platter. Also, and I said just the color pink because I was seeing like a big ass ball of light pink cotton candy. So I don't know, pink could be somebody's favorite color. But let's see, we're going to call this the mystery card. I've never had a reading start like this, so maybe this is like a little birthday special for y'all. The Two of Cups flying right out is showing me a divine partnership, divine counterpart, somebody that you were meant to meet. This is a spiritual union. So for your birthday season, you could really be meeting somebody that you have such great feelings for, and it is genuine feelings back for you, genuine feelings shared for you, a huge connection. For some of you guys, you could already be in a new relationship or something like that. It could be an interracial relationship. It doesn't have to be. You could have a lighter tone of skin color than your partner or vice versa. Okay. But I do see also you could be involved with, another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You don't have to be, but yeah. And then look, the World at the bottom of the deck. You're getting all good news for your birthday season. We love that. Also, please remember that you're ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation and power, rebirth, change, all of that. So I feel like maybe something within you is going through this inner rebirth and you're going to attract your person, because the law of attraction is real. So it's like if you're working on yourself and you really are evolving into this new person, you're going to attract somebody that is on the same frequency as you, that is also going through a rebirth or who is also changing themselves. Okay. So your world and your life is going to start looking a lot different when this person enters it. Very interesting. For those of you that have already met this person, I feel like you're now finally seeing your world is blossoming different because you're in this connection. You're looking at things from a different light. And sorry, y'all, just like I told Aries, I am a little bit sick. So if I be sniffing, if I sneeze, if I cough, feel for me, okay? Your girl is sick a little bit. Just a little bit, because we don't claim sickness. I'm just a little under the weather. But what else with the world? Y'all reading just started on its own because I didn't even have to get nothing out. And now we have the Lovers here. The Lovers and the Two of Cups, Gemini energy. It could be a Gemini that you end up really falling for. And I love how the World is coming out right in the middle of both of these cards. I feel like a lot of you guys feel like, wow, my world is like, I'm looking at the world different now because I'm in love. All I want to do is just love and be loved. Okay. Is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. A lot of you guys are going to be meeting somebody new, and that is so exciting. A legit partnership. What else with the Lovers? Some of you guys are already involved with somebody that you love. Okay. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse. Oh boy, Capricorn energy. A lot of you guys are recovering from some type of an addiction. Some of you guys could be recovering from a toxic bond with somebody. There could be a toxic soul tied to someone. It could be a Capricorn. It could be a Taurus. It could be a Virgo. What else with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Devil in the reverse? Some of you guys could have like a legit addiction as well, and you're trying to recover from that. Some of you guys could have went to the hospital. Some of you guys could be in rehab or returning home from rehab. There could be somebody that you're involved with, and they did something toxic, or they were doing something where they had to heal their body. Okay. Queen of Cups here is showing me that you're very caring. You're very sweet towards this situation. So if you're involved with somebody that's recovering from like some type of narcotic or just illness, I do feel like you are being there for them. You're letting them cry on your shoulder. Like, here, I will be your support system, just period. But the Queen of Cups here is also showing me, it's like, I just want to be myself all the time. And I want to rawly be open with anybody that comes into my energy. And with my person that I love, I want to be rawly open and honest, just period. So if those of you are facing an addiction yourself and you're trying to recover from it, or you still have a soul tie, you're still linked to somebody, remember, devil spelled backwards is lived. So this is something that you've lived through already. It's time for you to like hang it up. So if there is some type of addiction or toxic connection to a person, I feel like you are treating it with the utmost genuine, sincere emotion. You're not trying to be cold about it. You're not trying to be rude about it. Also, heavy earth sign energy. There could be somebody that feels like they were left in the cold by you. Somebody that you did free yourself from. A lot of you guys could have freed yourself from either a sexual addiction, like I said, an actual addiction. Okay, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you could have been dealing with somebody that was a scammer or is a scammer. Somebody could have been doing something very fraudulent when it comes to money. Also, the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Something within your security of your money wasn't right when you were involved with someone. Or if you did have an addiction, you don't feel secure within your finances whenever you keep harping on whatever this addiction was. So it was good that you're starting to free yourself from this. You're starting to release yourself from this. And like I said, Queen of Cups energy, it's like you're being graceful towards this person. And for those of you where it is about yourself, I feel like you're really wearing your heart on your sleeve with yourself. You're like, let me show myself grace. And who did I just title? Somebody just got that title in their reading. Let me show myself grace. I believe it was Sagittarius. So you can have Sagittarius in your chart. You don't have to. But regardless, it's like, let me show this person how much I care regardless of what they've been through. And like I said, if it's about yourself, you're like, let me actually be sweet to myself and care and nurture about myself more, because this addiction is beating me up, or the person that I'm so toxically involved with is just like, they always feel like they need me, and I'm tired of somebody being so codependent on me. They need to know how to recover, and they need to know how to free themselves on their own. What else? What else was this 4 of Pentacles in the reverse? 2 different energies at the top. It's like the top energy is so lovey and dovey, and then the bottom is like you trying to heal, you trying to recover, you trying to help somebody else heal. So Scorpio, being that you are, like I said, ruled by Pluto, I do feel like this transformation is yours. You're trying to release yourself from your own toxic addiction or a sexual soul tie to somebody that you know isn't good for you. Page of Wands in the reverse. This could have been somebody that you met online, and you could have met them on a dating app. You could have met them while you were traveling. What else? What else with the Devil in the reverse? You've lived through this stage of your life many, many times. So it is time to free yourself from whatever this is. Exactly. And here we go. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you're focused on yourself. You're minding your business. You're staying in your own lane. That's the kind of energy you're in right now. And I say this just for the sheer fact that it's like, whatever you have seen throughout your lifetime, it has pushed you into this let me just focus on myself type energy, because I know the type of heart I have, and I can't mix it up with anybody that's toxic. And if it's in regards to an addiction, it's like I have to release this addiction and just focus on where my future is headed from here, because if I keep on staying connected to this toxicity, I already see how my world is going to look. You see what your world looks like when you love yourself or when you're in love with somebody. And literally, I love how this is a divide. I'm about to show y'all. Literally a divide, okay? Because it's almost like at the top here, you see, oh my gosh, this is my love life. This is what I all try to focus on. And this is like all your underlying energy at the bottom. This person that you were toxically tied to, or this addiction that you're facing. It's like, no matter what, I just want to be sweet about the situation. I want to show this person grace or show them comfort regardless of what has happened. I want to show myself comfort and be kind to myself, because I've beat myself up too many times before. 8 of Cups here. You're finally choosing that. You're finally focusing on yourself. But do you see the divide here? It's almost like your brain tries to balance out like all the love in your life and all the good harmony relationships, how the world looks with love in it. And this is how the world looks when it doesn't have love in it. And it's kind of like you're noticing the divide too. You're like, this is how I feel when I'm super lovey-dovey and I'm super in a good mood. This is what my world looks like. And this is what it looks like when I fall into my addictions, or I repeat the same toxic patterns, or whatever the case may be. Or I try to explore other options. 2 of Swords. Showing me indecisive energy. You can't make up your mind. The Hangman. Yeah, you have to sacrifice something in order to receive something else. And I feel like that's why you're so indecisive. For some of you, you could be involved with an earth sign that you just feel like this magnetic pull to. They're so wrong for you. They're so toxic for you, but the sex is good. So you just keep going back. That's not an excuse, okay? And then also, like I said, if it is literal addiction, you have to sacrifice and give that up if you want your world to look different. Because the Hangman is all about looking at things from a new perspective. How can my life be without this toxic ass person? How would my life look like? How would my world look like without this toxic ass addiction? Always having to recover or repair myself. Yeah, you have to sacrifice and let something go in order for you to change. And there's a little crab in the corner of this card that I never really paid attention to before. And you know the term like crab in a bucket? You may feel like you are literally a crab stuck in a bucket, because it's like, that's that indecisive energy. Like, what do I do? Something that is so toxic for me. I really do enjoy it, but it is harming me in some type of way. It's causing me my fate. I have to keep constantly recovering from it, or keep going to the hospital, keep going to rehab, or, you know, like I said, if it's a sexual addiction with a specific person, maybe you have to keep recovering from that because you know it's not going any further than that, or you're recovering from it because you're going to the hospital, going to go get a checkup, and you got to handle some shit. You know what I mean? So you have to sacrifice this old way of thinking. You have to sacrifice all these toxic times and patterns that you've lived through, because that period in that chapter is over. You want your world to look different, right? You want to be in this lovey-dovey energy with whoever this person is, right? If you keep on being in these toxic ways, it's not going to pan out how you think. It's not going to go how you think. What else with the Two of Cups and the Lovers? What else with the Two of Cups and the Lovers? Four Swords in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, okay? Four Swords in the reverse. You could be, somebody could be having nightmares. You could be having nightmares, or like losing a lot of sleep. Very, very heavy anxiety as well. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be, having anxiety about the fact that you and somebody don't get along, or there's just like no teamwork there. There's like no, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be helping me and I'm supposed to be helping you at even build. Or this could be the person that you're involved with. They could be in some type of fear, losing sleep, that y'all don't get along well, or there is no mutual understanding. Four Swords in the reverse. Like I said, somebody really could be having nightmares. Somebody is losing sleep because they're so fixated on the fact that they can't find out the truth about something. That's what somebody feels like. Somebody's like, I don't know if we can work together. I don't know what's a lie, what's the truth. I'm up in my head and I really can't sleep because there's something that's just pondering on my mind. Also, please remember, swords are about communication, your thoughts. Also, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody could be feeling like, you want to know what I just heard, Scorpio? You know the term like, he's for the team, she's for the team, or whatever. And it's not the most nicest thing to say, but the Three of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. Somebody could be losing sleep on the fact that they think like you're for everybody, or they think that you aim to be very like friendly, or you have to get along with everybody. Somebody could be thinking that as well, but I feel like they're taking it in like the wrong context. What else? The Three of Cups. Okay, I said the clubs. Three of Cups. Yeah, this is all about celebration. You're going to have people that really support you and want to share with you. This is giving birthday vibes. So if you guys are planning something for your birthday this season, I feel like it's going to come out very successful, very abundant. You're going to be very happy, very enjoy. Some of you guys could have like a 3-friend group dynamic as well. I don't know what made me just want to say that, but you could be like the main person of your friend group, and then you have 2 other main friends that are like a part of your friend tribe or whatever. So I feel like you will be enjoying yourself. This could also be a party. This could be a house party, a work party. There could be somebody throwing you a party. Anything else with this Lover's energy? Two of Cups, Lover's energy. The Two of Wands coming out. Yeah, somebody's made up their mind about something and they're about to move forward. So somebody is planning what they're going to say to you, how they're going to express themselves to you. This could also be your energy, Scorpio. You could be coming off like, how do I say this to this person? Or this person could be thinking like, how do I explain to Scorpio, this is what has been on my mind. This is what I'm losing sleep about. What else with the Two of Wands? Yeah, somebody's in their mind planning their next move. The letter M could be significant. There is an M on this bag on the floor. The letter M, the letter W. The letter E, the letter T could be significant. I'm seeing a lot of those as well. The letter F. Lots of blue out here connected to the throat chakra. Yeah, somebody's definitely about to speak up and say something soon. What else with the Two of Wands? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in very independent energy right now. And that's going along a lot with the Eight of Cups because you're so focused on yourself right now. You're really not trying to let anybody knock you off of that pivot. And you're kind of just trying to stay on your own journey. You're not trying to be too fixated on what everybody else got going on. Or you're not trying to stay fixated on the toxic things or the bad things that were in your life. So this is heavy independence, heavy standing your ground on your own. And I just feel like you value yourself, whether or not you're in a relationship or not, whether or not you're in lovey-dovey energy or not. You know, and also this coming out with the World, I feel like a lot of you guys feel like I'm very independent in my life. Like at the end of the day, I always got me. And I feel like that's what I need. But love is also nice as well. Having a companionship, having somebody to be there for me is also nice as well. But I thrive best alone. I thrive well independently because I have been independent. Okay. Yeah. But the Lovers with the Two of Cups here, if you haven't met somebody yet, I'm telling you, you're really about to deeply be in love, and it's about to be somebody you're meant to meet. So the Two of Cups card is all about a spiritual union. So it's like regardless, even if the relationship doesn't work out, you two are meant to meet. You are meant to meet, okay? Major arcanas in this reading. Yeah, you have to sacrifice that toxic person or that toxic addiction, just period. And yeah, please get ready for this love life to blossom during your season, okay? Scorpio, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated in some type of way. If you want to book a personal with me, feel free to click the link in my bio and DM me on Instagram and we can get into it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you and I will see you guys next time. Bye.